sharing a future with Ryan that is outside of the military, it's very important to me. So that's my big, scary, crazy goal. And it's not something I could share publicly because it's just because of the nature of, some of the people I follow on Facebook are in Ryan's squadron. So it's just kind of inappropriate. And if he were to say, hey, I want to be in the military full time or for a career, sorry, that's what they say, it could hurt him if I'm out there saying, I want to retire now, or Ryan. So that's my big scary thing, because I would give anything for that to be my reality. So, Megan, what would your big, scary, crazy goal be? And we're not talking about Beachbody. I'm just talking about, what do you want? I guess we are talking
about does that have to do with well, I guess I went to Miami for undergrad, and I did get some scholarships, but my parents were not able to help me with college, so I have student loan payments, and I'll say it out loud, they're close to $400 a month.
Okay.
That's not fun. I'm lucky to have a job where I can support I'm single. I pay for things on my own, and I'm lucky enough to have a job where I can do that. But I could have a lot more, obviously, financial freedom if I didn't have $368 a month going towards my student loans. So that definitely would be something that would be nice, and to be able to contribute to that to begin with, and possibly put more into that every month, that would really affect my life in a lot of ways. So I would say that's probably it, student loan payments.
Okay, so from the beginning, when you started coaching, have you been tracking the money that goes in and the money that goes out?
Not regularly.
Okay.
I'll do it a couple months at a time when
Okay.
I feel like I'm doing well, and then I'll stop. And I shouldn't be doing that, but that just kind of depends on the time of the year.
Okay. Would a system where you could a new system, could that help make that less of a tedious thing to do? Like maybe if our team every Thursday did something where we shared what, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, because I had an Excel sheet, but I think it would be cool for it to be something where I'm not necessarily, I'm tracking it, but it's directly my student loan. I'm seeing how much less I'm paying out of my full-time income and coming out of Beachbody. Does that make sense? Where it's almost like I see how much I'm paying every month, and let's say next month, outside of Shakeology, I get an extra $100.
Yeah.
I'm only paying $268. So I think that if it looked like that, it would be cool to see. So if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And because that's something I'm trying to figure out things that we can do on our team page that will be more interactive, and that will help you guys see these growth changes that are happening in your life. Because when I look back at some of the people who've been on our team in the past, it's sad, because I remember where they started and how they're returning back to where they started. And so I don't want whatever happens in the future with whatever. I want there to be a place for you to return to see how far you've come.
Yeah.
That's huge for me in my life right now, as I'm working toward getting healthy again. It's so easy to just cling. This is kind of an interesting perspective, but it's easy to cling to what I used to look like and forget who I used to be. So that's the mission that I'm on, and I really want to help you to remember that too. Okay, but at the same time, Megan, right, paying $400 of your student loans, you do that anyways. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether or not you have a Beachbody business or not, paying your student loans is going to happen. So what is it in your life that if you could, I don't know, that you want more than anything, and that if you had it, your life would be completely different?
Sorry, that's a
You want
that's a big
do you want me to
question.
go so you can think about it?
Yeah, do you want Jordan to
Yeah.
go? Okay, we'll come back to you, Megan.
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, you two, stop it. Okay.
Sounds like Jordan needs a new steering wheel today.
Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about that. That hurts my feelings so much right now because Joe just bought me that car. Okay, so for me, and I think I mentioned this before, I really, really, really want to move out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana. It's a small town. It's homey. It's where my roots are. I grew up in Middletown, Ohio, but it's still local. But anyways, I want to move. Joe and I both do. And we have so many dreams and aspirations of traveling and the means of like giving back to the earth and giving back to like the world in general. So we have goals of wanting to do missionary trips, whether that's like a health missionary trip or something where we're like feeding somebody, or it's a natural disaster or something like that. We love to be able to have that free time to go do that, or like save coral reefs and stuff. And because we love the ocean and everything, but we don't live by ocean. We're on like the borderline of Kentucky, Ohio, and Indiana.
You're landlocked.
So we're landlocked right now. And so Joe and I have been talking about like moving to Hawaii, but obviously I have to get a job and he can get a job so easily, but we both need to be working. And athletic training is a pretty selective field, and there's not a lot of jobs that are opened up just to be able to make that money so we can make that move. But also, like, I really love what Beachbody stands for and helping people. So yes, money does help along with getting that, but I also like helping people along the way too. And it's something that I would love to use so I can, be a stay-at-home mom, but, also be able to do my profession like PRN anytime, I would like to just kind of have my own thing to go on. But so we need money basically to do all those things, and we can't travel, we can't do all that stuff if we're on the pay that we're at right now.
So if you could put a number on that, what would that piece of freedom look like?
Price wise?
Yeah, like what would it take for you to be able to have a PRN career or move to Hawaii on your terms? If say Joe could find a job, no problem, what would that number be like for you to be comfortable doing that?
Well, let's see. So right now I am, let me see. It'd probably be maybe somewhere between 60 and 75,000 a year.
Okay.
I would give it a solid 75,000 a year for us to actually be able to both go.
Okay. All right. So that's really good to know, because Danielle actually just shared with me a calculator of how many team cycle bonuses would get you to a number. Let me see if I have it in my email. If I can't find it really fast, I'll just share it in the group.
Okay.
And it also breaks down like how many successful points you need, like that kind of stuff. Okay, so let me just check real quick. Yeah.
What kind of calculator does that?
She got it from the New Leaders conference.
I need that calculator.
Pretty cool.
Megan, are you sick?
No. I think it's the cold weather. I'm not sick.
Oh.
I think it's just the cold weather.
Sent. I'll just ask her to send it to me again because I can't find it off the hand.
I'm still in the room. I'm just changing.
She may have sent it to me. I'm just gonna text her really fast. Can you resend me? Okay. So now let's break it down. And this, if you're not ready, Megan, so in this call that I was listening to, she talked about how, and statistically in many families, an extra $500 a month makes and breaks marriages. It's kind of crazy. Like if you had an extra $500 a month coming into your account every single month, what would that look like? And is that possible? Is that achievable in something like your part-time job that builds your part-time your full-time future? Or what is it? Part-time job that builds your full-time passion? I don't know. Don't quote me on this. Every one of those days. So what I want you guys to think about now is what is that number that's going to help you each month? What is that number? And from there, I want to have one-on-one calls with you guys on how we can get there. Because I think that too often we've just been floating around being like, ooh, success club, ooh, here's this, but we're not getting to the nitty-gritty. And you guys want to have a strong business. Therefore, money has to be attached to that. So you need to know that by not inviting 3 people yesterday, that's going to affect you 2 days from now, and that's going to affect you next month. By taking your foot off the gas this month, it's going to affect you in 3 months. So if we have a plan, maybe it'll help us combat these lazy days that we all have. I didn't invite anyone yesterday, guys. So I got a lot of work to do today. So with that being said, what is that extra monthly income, Megan?
I mean, 500 is a good number, and I'm not just saying that because you said that, because it would pay for my student loan payment, and then, I mean, it would pay for my Shakeology, which I still like to have that paid for.
Yep.
So, I mean, 500, like, I know I should probably, I don't know if I should be thinking something bigger, but that just seems like seems like the most feasible goal at this point is to focus on that, because that initially, I wanted to pay for my Shakeology and then move into helping pay for my student loan. So I would say $500.
What is your cell phone bill?
Work pays for most of it, so it's like
Okay.
$30 a month.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if I was gonna say like let's just challenge that a little bit further. What is your rent?
Yeah. So I think something else is I'm also paying off. I was in the hospital June of last year.
Yeah.
So I'm paying that off slowly. It's on my credit card, and I'm slowly paying that off. So the extra $50 a month would be good to help with that from when I was really sick last June.
I remember. That was not fun. Okay. I like that. What about you, Jordan?
Is the a month?
Yeah. What's that extra monthly dollar sign that would really impact your life?
Well, let's see. Hold on. I have to calculate something real fast because so.
Is this helpful at all? Because I need this information
No, it's helpful
so that I
talk
can.
about
Okay.
It's
What do you
helpful to
think?
talk about that because I don't really think that we ever talk about money at all, and I think because I feel like money is always the root of all evil when you think about it. It has to be, and I don't think we talk about it enough because I feel like everybody's struggling. Otherwise, why would they want to start a business if it's not for helping people? Like, I think a lot of people are just kind of afraid to say that money is another contributing factor. So, because I know it is for me. So for me, I feel like $800 to $1,000 more a month would be a lot helpful.
Okay.
Yep. And just to add something to what Jordan said, like, I've completely fallen off the wagon for the reason of, this is going to sound really terrible, and I don't mean it to sound that way, but I was emotionally drained from the people I was coaching.
That's not terrible.
What?
That's not terrible.
Because Jordan was in my group. I had an amazing group. We had an amazing group in December for Core de Force. And it was just like, the start of the year started, and I just like, and I know all of our jobs are giving, but I literally, I work for a nonprofit. That is my job. I'm helping people all day. And to come home and do that, I've always enjoyed doing that as a coach, but I was just completely emotionally drained, and no amount of PD or like taking care of myself was helping with that. So like what I'm saying to that point is if I'm helping people out of it, that's a huge part of it. But if I'm also thinking like I am trying to get an extra $500 a month, like that can push me forward when I'm like, I don't like showing up for other people today seems impossible, but I'm going to do it for them. But I'm also going to do it for me because I know where I want to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I want to term that, because this is something that that I'm just now figuring out. And we're in the business of helping people, yes, but we're also in the business of changing lives. With that being said, we need to be reaching and attracting those people who want more. Remember, Megan, when we listened to that Shalene show call with that guy about my virtual upline?
Yeah.
You remember how you said that we need to be looking for those A-listers?
Yep.
Those A-listers are what build our business. That's what builds our income. That's what builds our life. So we need to be looking and attracting those builders, people who will build up your life and build up, your business. Another piece of that, and the thing is, no one talks about this because we're like, oh, I just want to help everyone fall in love with themselves. I have a friend who just messaged me. She's the most negative person ever. And she sent me this message saying, my schedule hasn't changed. I don't have time, and I'm not ready to give anything up, but I need help finding a 5-minute workout that will effectively help my arms. Sorry, I can't help you. You have, number one, these crazy expectations. You're saying that you won't change anything, and you will only give 5 minutes to your health and fitness. That means that you're only going to give that, and then you're going to expect so much. That's going to drain me. That's something I can't help. Okay? And we need to be strategic about the people that we help, or else we're going to be drained, right? Right? Do you see where I'm coming from, Megan?
Yeah, I do.
Please say that to that person.
I just told her, hey, I'm doing my team call. I'll talk to you later. She's one of my good friends, and I will say that to her. I'm going to be like, look, you want to make a change, but you're not willing to change anything. So hence you're not really ready to make a change. Anyways, with that, on top of that, we got to be careful with who we give our energy to. If people just want to freeload off of you, sorry, you can't help them. And you can be upfront with them. Be like, hey, it sounds like you're looking for something I can't give you. I'm sorry. I will be here for you if you're ready to if you're ready to commit to what I'm doing to. We have to be okay with saying no. I just also was just talking to this girl who I felt like I had to convince to do a program. And I don't ever want to be in that position where I'm convincing people to work out with me. Because if it takes me that long to get somebody to say yes, that's how our relationship is going to be the entire 30 days that I'm working with them. And I don't have that kind of time or energy. So all this being said, it's okay to say no and chalk it up as a lesson learned that you are done attracting leeches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there are amazing people out there who need you and want to be a part of something big and want to be a part of an opportunity and actually show up and not just complain. That's not our drive.
And I agree with what you're saying too, because Noelle, the fact that you're a CEO of your own team and everything, if you're bringing in those kind of challengers, you're trying to turn your challengers into your coaches. And if you're feeling that way when you're coaching them, it's going to be 10 times worse when you're coaching them as to become a coach and run their own business.
And think about it too, Megan, like the people who are awesome and who love who love these workouts and who want to change their life, those are the people we want in our lives. You know, you want to be surrounded by people who love personal development, who love, you know, going out, doing new things, who love meeting new people. That's what you're trying to enrich in your life. And that's who we're trying to reach as coaches. I think some of the most successful coaches do that so well. They attract their avatar. Maybe we need to go back and do this experiment. I've never actually fully done it because it kind of. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like where they're like find a picture of someone who's like your perfect person, and I'm like, I'm afraid I'll find someone that someone knows, and then I'll have a picture of them, and then it'll be just bad. Maybe I'll just do a picture of like Jordan or something. That'd be cool.
We should all just do each other's pictures and be like,
this is Sally.
This is Sally.
I guess
it's actually Megan.
You guys know I'm so chatty, but I want to give you permission to, when you're messaging someone, say, not this person. No. Okay? Does that help?
I think I struggle. The last thing I want to say about that, and then we can move on from it, is like if I focus more on the people that are like me, like I am the biggest skeptic still about so many things. And in general, I'm very much a like question things person. And it's like the Keisha Fitzgerald, and she was like, I attract those kind of people. Like I just need to embrace that more, because I don't think I've been doing that enough. Where like I'm gonna end up working with amazing people who have a lot of questions, and it's okay that they have a lot of questions. And I just like need to, do you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that I just need to embrace more and not see it as something that's
because
gonna hold me back.
You need to own that. So with all of these things that you're saying, like the skeptic, you need to talk about that constantly. And I don't mean that in like a scary way, but being like, guys, I was the biggest skeptic, and this is a part of your story. Like I'll tell you, I can tell you guys each your stories, but can your friends tell you your story? Can the people that you're adding to your life, can they say, oh, Megan lost 50 pounds. It took her 3 months to finally respond to her coach because she was a skeptic about it, thought that she should do it on her own, didn't work, said yes, and now is hooked. Lost 50 pounds and is running a freaking half marathon. Like, do your people know that about you? And probably not, because I can even say that about myself. Like, I don't think people knew how depressed I used to be. I need to talk about that more, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I was going to say, with you, Jordan, too, is you got to talk about your dreams of traveling. This needs to be number 2 in all of your posts. So those 5 things about you, this needs to be number 2. You need to have posts about like, hey guys, I'm working on my dream board. Which is a better place to move to, Belize or Hawaii? Put it out there that all the people in your life or the people that are coming into your life know that you are on the move. You have big dreams for you and Joe, and that you are ready, that when the universe spins in the right direction, you're getting on that plane to Belize, and you're going. Or Puerto Rico, because it's still in America, and you don't really want to be that crazy, you know? I challenge you to post about this kind of stuff constantly. You know, Danielle's really good about posting like, hey, I'm going on vacation. What kind of nail polish should I wear? Or, hey, Joe and I are going on want to go on a date night in Cincinnati. What's a great, local bar or sports club? Get people involved in your life. Megan, you do a good job of this too, but you can also expand on that and say like, who else wants to pay for get their student loans paid for? I do. And I'm leading a team of people who are doing it too. Even if you're not, put it out there in the universe. Megan, did you ever read The Universe Has Your Back?
Yeah, I did.
Was it good?
Yeah. I have it on my tablet, and I have some stuff highlighted in it that I look at sometimes. Yeah, I think it's really good.
Okay. Because I feel like we need to push on that. We need to share publicly the things that we want. We need to put it out there, because the more we talk about it, the less improbable it becomes. And that's what successful people do. They make what they want, their dreams, their reality. And for me, I'm going to do that more by sharing about my, staying at home, and like how much my income has affected our family in a positive way. To talk, because I have a lot of friends who are new moms, and they're, already going back to work, and I'll see their statuses about how hard it is, So that's something that I'm going to put out there, because I really want to attract those go-getters. You guys deserve that. And you need to be putting it out there so you can attract them too. Okay? Is this encouraging? Does this feel possible?
Yeah.
It starts with posting about it. So if you're scared, journal about it, and share pieces of your journal. Not like pictures, but you can type it out. I expect to see something in the next 2 days from Jordan about travel, and I expect to see something, Megan, from you sharing about that skeptic. You could you could have like every single day share something that you were skeptical about and how you love it now, like oranges. I was skeptical about an orange, but now they're my favorite fruit.
Tofu and tempeh. No, I'm not going to do that. But yeah,
Why?
I see what you're saying.
That's funny.
It is. I want it to be something that's more relatable, like, something more
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You could say something like, I was a skeptic about meal prepping, and I took 3 months off from doing it, and now I started, and I feel amazing.
Yeah.
Just be your honest self. Like, you're good at it. And, oh yeah. Okay, so all of this being said, I hope that this encourages you. And I want you guys to schedule a one-on-one call with me so that we can make a plan on how Megan can get that extra $500 a month, and Jordan the extra $1,000. Okay? Lastly, the month of April, I want our team to commit to doing T25. What do you guys think about that?
April? When April?
I don't know. I was just thinking like month of April or something.
I mean, we're doing Insanity right now.
Yeah, you are. Good.
So, I can come in anytime, even if I have to start I'll start.
Did you just start Insanity?
Yeah, we did. Joe's in Arizona at spring training right now, and then he's going to California. He's leaving tonight.
What did Joe do?
He just opened up his own shop. He quit his job.
I was literally just wondering that. I was literally just going to ask the same thing.
Oh, he's a machinist. It's a CNC programmer. So basically he programs machines to cut out parts and molds and for companies and stuff like that. So if they need to get something to work on an airplane, he can do that if they give him, the measurements and stuff. But anyways, he opened up his own shop up, and then we had a plan for him to quit his job in December, and he ended up coming home like 2 months earlier, and he was like, he came in, I was sleeping still, and the dogs are barking, and he comes to the door like, hey, I'm like, what, did you forget your lunch or something? He's like, no, we talked about it, just beating around the bush, like not looking me in the eye. And I was like, did you quit your job? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, welcome home, let's go back to bed. And he was like, is this a trick? And I'm like, no, I'm so tired of you bringing that energy into my house. Like, go stop it. He's so, he struggles. He's actually putting in a lot more work than he thought and doing things he never was, trained to do. And he was upset. And then he realized, like, I don't really do this. I'm doing something out of my, so I should be more proud of myself. And he's like, he's always thanking me for starting my own business, even though I'm not like excelling at a rate
You are excelling by showing up.
at a rate that I want to. I would like is what I'm saying. But he's like, you know, you're inspiring me to want to, you know, do better, and I wouldn't have done this if you didn't do it first. So like, you can change people's lives just by like, it wasn't
Big. You gotta share that in some way that you're comfortable. Actually, you gotta share that. So so stick with what you're doing.
Okay.
I really want this for people who aren't committed to a program right now, who are just kind of like in and out. And I know, Megan, that you have your training with your race, but maybe after that, you could jump in and do month 1. We're doing month 2 because I know how much you love it.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
we
I
can
actually,
walk-
we have a call. Sorry, yeah. Definitely after the marathon, half marathon. I want to figure out something to do with the half marathon that's more scheduled. I mean, I am doing the yoga, but you know what I'm saying? Like that is from Beachbody On Demand.
I
So
I Googled once a PiYo half marathon training schedule.
I have seen that before. That might be a good thing to do. So
Do that. And you should, and with that, if you do that, my challenge is for you to share a PiYo move of the day. That'd be cool.
okay.
And
I'm scared of videos. I need to be better with that. I
It
know.
doesn't have to be a video. It could be a picture. It can be a video one day, picture the next day. But there are so many people that I know in our age group who are running half marathons, and they're not doing any form of strength training.
I was thinking about possibly doing a group. Like, I was thinking about it because I feel like I know a lot of people that have said no to me in the past. They're runners.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, maybe this would be something they'd be interested in. So I started thinking about it a couple of days ago. So
Build up the interest now. Show what you're doing. Be like, yesterday was my 7-day run. Today, I'm on my strength training day. I'm doing 30 minutes I'm doing my PiYo. I would really encourage you to do that.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Look into it when we get off the call, okay?
What was that?
Then look into it when you get off the call, okay?
Okay. Yeah. I'm going out of town for a wedding this weekend, but I could start that next week.
Yeah. Keep putting that consistency back into your life, okay? And last but not least, you guys, we all need to be sharing more about Shakeology.
On it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
Sharing that about with your races, how it's helping keep you energized. It's keeping you full throughout the day. And, you know, whatever it is that's helping you do, we need to talk more about Shakeology.
I want to order Energize. And start talking about that too, because it's really good for running.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I blacked out when I was running on Saturday. I had it once before, and Kelly gave me some before the race, and I was like, oh my God, it literally feels like there's like electric shocks going through my body right now. This actually is a really good pre-workout drink.
Yeah. That itches.
I was like, what's happening right now?
It makes me itch too. That's because of the caffeine.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, like, I feel like I'm like itching like the first 15 minutes. I'm like, holy crap, something's not right. I have a question talking about Shakeology. So I told you my mom is in my challenge group, and she had got the Beachbody All Access. When you upgraded your account, did you get all the extra stuff at all? Because there's some really good stuff in here. I don't know if you can see it all, but like it's like how to make the perfect shake, and I can take a picture of it and send it to you.
Yeah, scan that in. I want that.
I can try to see if I can scan it or something, but like it has like a lot of creamy, like good stuff, and there was like little brochures and stuff too.
I love that.
I didn't know if when you upgraded yours, if you got any of that stuff at all. Like, yeah, so.
That's cool. I like it.
All
right, ladies, I love you all so much. You are wonderful, and you are great. Keep it up, okay?
We'll get it.
It's good to talk to you guys.
We've missed you, Meg. Bye.
Bye, Megan.
Bye.
Bye, Noah.
Bye.